Yeah, title sequence is a little loud. Yeah, part 6. Title correct. Alright. We'll do is also change up I'll just put it on Final Fantasy 4. That looks nice. Out that. All right, let's continue on in Dawntrail. Did do those quests I pointed out in Yolol yesterday? I did do those off stream, so we don't have to worry about those. Oh, there goes the tin ore. That's not worth selling now. Factory interior wall. Okay. So much for the brass rings. Head over to Gridania real quick. Get Shield, you're not sure if you want to get the DLC. Well, that's fair. And the DLC is going to be extra. I think the difference is that you need to get the one that corresponds to the version that you have. So if you have sword, you need to get the sword DLC, and if you have shield, you get the shield DLC. There might be a difference in certain Pokemon that might appear within the DLCs, but I think that's about it. Yeah, that'd be best. Buy some ventures. There we go. All right. We gotta talk to the innkeep. Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting on your return. Breaker the Third promises entourage. I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn servant summons you to the palace. You have to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. And one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wooklamat. Gotcha. Okay, I guess we don't get to sleep or rest. We get to go meet the Dawn servant. Dawn servant awaits you in. Not informed of the reason for your audience. In terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Oh. Guess he wants to have a little fighty fight. I'm a dwarf. Why don't you just strut right in? Hello. Lengthy walk.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Yeah, he wants to beat us up.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland.
Yeah, I kind of saved the world. No big deal.
Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
I'm not interested in fighting you. As long as neither of us gets too carried away.
Not even the slightest hint of fear. I knew you were no pretender. The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies. Come! Ready your arms. Show me the truth of the tales.
I'm gonna paint your picture, bitch. At least try to, anyway. I don't know why it has to play a vocal track at this point.
Give it your all! I want a fight to remember! Let's test the waters.
Okay. Oh, shit. No, he was gonna do that.
You can do better than that. Have you ever fought a viper? Let's see how you handle this.
Oh. Seriously?
The spearman did not lie. Very well then.
I barely done damage to you.
Resolve and listen, kingdom. All right.
Yeah.
Did you think you had my measure? Stay alert!
Stand in the middle for him. God damn it.
Positive. You've shown me more than enough.
Thank God.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
I guess we get to have a conversation.
Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here.
Oh?
I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter.
What?
In some respects, she is much like me. Hot-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father.
Ah, he's in dad mode right now.
Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
She is young, but she has potential. She's not ready to rule. Ooh. Now let's go with what he probably wants to hear.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne.
Ah,
Not yet.
he saw through us.
Lamachi thinks she understands her many peoples, their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
Ah, so we're just doing this for shits and giggles then.
As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and been loved in turn.
Yeah, you could say that.
Guy Lamachi tea as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
Especially if there's a cliff.
I knew it.
Oh. Jig's up, boss. Jig's up, Dad.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you.
Don't worry, we're just talking.
You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
No, just talking.
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
In fact, I won, so there we go.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Gallup's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
And now I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoralja, your lance-wielding friend Stinian, and yourself. Did Papa want anything else of you? Not just a sparring partner. That's all it was. And now we got some new shoes. Now the next quest gives us a new pair of gloves. I had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. Otherwise, I ask everyone to meet at the forward cabins. Alright, on to the cabins. One thing I should also point out, all those role quests we unlocked yesterday, I can actually start those right now. It's all my since my respective characters are at level 90. No way in hell that's a feather bed. Clearly a plank of wood with straw on it. Apparently we have to wait at the designated location, not actually go inside our spot. House. But I actually kind of feel like starting those. Nah, we'll do those some other time. Maybe after we get the main story quest done and over with. Keep everyone waiting. That it? You're all set to go? Left Eorzea had prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Oh. Word before you go. Says that from all the way over there. Look, Evu, what are you doing here? I spent my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh into taco meat. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Right then, I won't let it bother me either. That all about. Come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. Right, it's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tyrol for 1,000 years. Yet when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. Oh, it's one of those cities. Lesson to be learned from this third promise, that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That's all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wokev. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition had ended in tragedy, how did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? Seems the legend originated with the Yok Hui. Speaking of them, remains our strongest lead, I feel. Indeed, we shall follow in time, but first let us see Font contained safely to the Moblin's care. And we're immediately teleported there. I noticed due to the chat box. Meanwhile, in Kozumauka,
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
I'm assuming Bakul Jaja is gonna swipe in. Yeah, there he is.
Step aside. Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawntrail may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me! But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
Now it's just not the time. He's not in the mood.
Your part in this is far from over.
Back, and we've brought us a willing potsworn. This is Fontaine, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Estime's Aesthetics in Olda. Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, third promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you to the work pot. That's it then. I look forward to hearing your proclaimed Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fontaine. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. Yeah. Reach the requirements at the feet of Potts. Bedrock presents your keystone with joy, smiles, and well-wishing. Takes 3. Buana. Oh, and there's the others. Oh, more Potsworn candidates. Come, tell Red-Rock your tales. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh, you are doing well. I expected nothing less as Zoralja's esteemed siblings. Cleverness in particular is most admirable, second promise. We must have you apply that Charlie knowledge you so cherish, and arm Taral with weapons of Magitech design. In your role as the New Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. Tools of war have no interest for me. I only wish to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuliolol is known for its advanced technology. The Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. May well be true, but how long will it take Tuliolol to progress to this advanced state? How many years? Collective commitment to education and hard work should not take so very... Her way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Charlian whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours won't be the first failed empire. And we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons. All have grown tired of loss, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Iraq is reminded of days long ago. The time before Tuliolol, there were no pot packs for the Potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Till the day Gulu Jaja arrived, the families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a war-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gulu Jaja just wanted to talk. At ease. You're here to trade words, not blows. Bulwark crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine just like newly risen sun. Not seeing this to be true? So began the custom of good living. Happy Potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Blue Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. That of reason was behind the forging of pot packs. Yes, reason and clever thing changed Mobby's way of life. First promise tires of your talk of olden days. You would rather look to the future and the next feat. Should be getting on as well. Old Jaja never did come back, did he? You have a moment for it, promise? Rakarok would repay you for helping with Kahe. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I'd love to hear it. Towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Being fashioned from gold, eh? Just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok, where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yokhoi friends. They live up in the mountains in Ukwapacha. Science again. Everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joyous smiles behind. That's not an NPC, that's another player. Hey, now we got more quests to do. Two of them being important because they unlock Aether Quest. Aether Currents. We'll save those ones for last, though. Go ahead and get these ones. Missing fish stick. Yeah, these just give out EXP and gil. Oh, we actually have to pick up something. Oh, we actually have to carry this somewhere. Oh, all the way down there, okay. Got 3 minutes to do that. Hopefully we just have to follow the road. We have to lean a little more into this direction. Prairie, don't aggro into any enemies. Nice. This area is fully mapped out. I'd like to join in that fate, but I can't. Our hands are full. Oh, shove off. Hopefully they don't actually hit me or I'll lose this cargo. Good. We're apparently moving faster than them. There. But you know, politics. I see. This particular area is full of potsworn that decided to cancel their contracts, but still want to craft. Artisans used to work for the Moblins, but for whatever reason, they ended their contracts early. Cheap viewers? I don't need cheap viewers. What the hell are you going on about? What? I need viewers, but not cheap ones. Other two. One of them, we go all the way back to that shipwreck. I know, actually, there's a wreck way over there. Caught a shiny Sizor? Nice. Congrats, Reno. Enjoy your pea green Sizor. I'm pretty sure that's what its shiny color is. No, technician's good. What? What Technician does is that if that Pokemon with that ability uses an attack that has a base power of 60 or less, it gets an attack boost. So if you teach that Sizor attacks that are 60 base power or lower, then they'll hit a little harder. Thankfully, I think Sizor does learn a fair number of those kind of attacks. You can also teach some of them as well. I'm gonna find this Moblin's fishing pole. It's like a shiny green. Yeah, that's. I had a feeling shiny Sizor was greenish. Yeah, it's your fish stick. Now we gotta go out into this big, deep ocean area. Based on the quest markers, it looks like we actually have to dive in. Look at how you do that. Key bindings, key bindings. Where are you? System config. Key bind. There we go. Control spacebar. There we go. Thought. Can drive our mounts in here. Just warp there. Wanted a shiny sizer for a while, and I didn't expect to get it that way. Yeah, I think it's hard to get. Yeah, you got it from a Terra raid. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get shinies from Terra raids. They don't enjoy like the boost that you get from like the shiny charm and sandwich powers. Right, now let's get these two important ones dealt with. This one here is just a basic quest, while the one over there, that one was a story heavy quest. Yeah. Oh, this one also gives us a ring. Could use a new ring. This guy wants to study these ruins. Oh, so this... According to what he just said, this this particular area is where they would it's just a huge sundial of sorts. Oh, he finally got attacked by some enemies. Get up, you. Look at this tower. Yeah, we climbed that tower earlier. Now we have a new ring to put on, and we've unlocked one of the Aether Currents. To do this one so we can unlock another Aether Current. This one's lengthy. This one actually has a story to it. But Crick, are you not? You have been strength-lending to Wuklamat. Would Muvamuk ask you that you strength-lend her in turn? Matter is this. Muvamuk's craft hand is to retire after long years. He lip-slips that he intends to fancy craft one last masterpiece before he does so, but for this he needs the hand help of a strange face to the village. And Froy is his name. He is always very murky worded in his requests, so Muvamuk is not sure what hand help he needs. You can exchange tongue flaps with him. She would be very, very happy feels. I love the manner of speech that the goblins and moblins utilize. Fontaine and Froy. Wait, aren't you the friend of the Third Promise, the adventurer from across the water who was asking about the pot packs? I see, Muvamuk sent you. Who said I needed the help of a stranger to Irvinshire. Trust her to pick an honest, goodness hero. The task I have for you is but a trifling one, but it's very near and dear to my heart. I want you to find out all you can about Muvamuk. Oh? I'm not to worry about it, I assure you. I'm interested in what she's interested in. Her hobbies, her dislikes and dislikes, what she holds dear, and so forth. For certain reasons that I'll share with you later, she can't know this. We've been working together for decades, but now, as my pot pact is about to end, I find that I know next to nothing about her. But perhaps others who work closely with the Moblins might. Ah. He's gonna make her a present. Very protective of him, sometimes even rejecting his patron's orders outright. She thinks of him unequal to the task, you understand. Quite the opposite. In fact, she knows how exacting his standards are and how discontented he would be if his work failed to meet them. Anytime a patron attempts to have him lower his standards or design something differently to how he judges best, Muvamuk will always leap to his defense. What she enjoys, well, her delight in him for his creations has not dulled at all in all the years they've worked together. I think she likes nothing more. Watch, that's the case. She probably just wants to be with them or something. What does Muvamuk value most? Her potsworn, of course. Any mobby who says otherwise is a fib speaker. Keeps the treasure he gave her heart side at all times, or so she once lip-slipped to Tarnatic. He hasn't a flimsy thought at what this treasure might be, but whatever it is, it's sure proof of the friend bond between them. Lander wants to know what brain tickles Muvamuk. That's an easy ask. Muvamuk never lip-flaps about anything other than her potsworn and Froy. She says he is just as good a tricksy crafter as he is a crafty tricker, always playing crafty tricks. One day, Anfroy draws little arrows around the village showing Potsworn how to leave Irvinshire without help hands eye-catching them. Many laugh-minded pot friends follow the arrows and leave for secret hiding place in the woods. Mobbies are frighty feels over disappearing Potsworn. Potsworn come back all glitter teeth, but help hands are steamers. All except Muvamuk. She goes around the village saying guilt words to every mobby for Anfroy's sneaky trick. Deep heart, though, it is clear she has nothing but happy feels to have him back. Okay, so Anfroy actually helped some of the Potsworn to actually leave. Yeah, I found out nothing about your stupid goblin. She holds you in high regard and would rather just be with you or something like that. Thinks that much of me. They say that Moblin help hands love nothing more than helping their charges, and it seems it's true, though it wouldn't hurt for her to show it a little more often. It's not the only thing you've learned, and I thank you for it. You've given me exactly what I need, so I suppose it's time I told you what I need it for. The truth is... Oh. Man. Rick's still hard at hand helping. Yes, he is. So I'll thank you for not bothering us. You do remember that I specifically asked you to leave me be until my work was complete? Ooh. Why such angry words? Mook means no bother. Just needs to do daily mob duty, sharpening tools until they sparkle shine. I'm telling you that I don't need you to. Not now, anyway. I'm almost retired. All my commissions are already dealt with. At the end day of the pot pact, Mook will uphold her pact part. It's her duty as help hand. You always have to be so. Sorry, Mook, but I'm going to have to put my foot down. I especially forbid you from touching my tools until my work with Crick is finished. Mook will do as Anfroy asks, though it makes her shamefaced. She will hand turn to other duties. If Anfroy needs her, he has only to hail call. I didn't have to do that, but I'll be needing every one of those tools if I'm to achieve my aim. That aim being to make a farewell present for Mook. Yeah, kind of figured. All the years I've been working here, she's been my guardian angel, answering my every prayer before it even makes to my lips. And in these recent times, when the help hands have grown too few for the number of pots sworn, her service hasn't lapsed an ilm. Now that my service is coming to an end, I wanted to do something just for her, to thank her for everything she's done for me. Yet, despite her knowing me better than I do myself, I discovered I didn't really know anything about her at all. I tried to speak with her to learn what really makes her tick, but she always brushed me off. Said their only wish as a humble help hand was to see my wishes realized. Got me thinking, perhaps she and the other Moblins might be more willing to open up to someone who wasn't bound by the pot pack. Someone like you, and by all the gods the plan worked. I have an idea for a present now. All that remains is to craft it, but without Mook's help, that might be a little more difficult than usual. If you'd be willing to play help hand a little longer, I'll make it worth your while. That gets us the Aether Current. But there's still more to this story. Any ideas from our President Mook? A particular item of information caught my ear was that nugget of Tarnatix. Said that she treasures the treasure I once gave her, right? Then she surely would. She would surely love something similar. Alas, I can't remember ever actually having given her a gift as such. It's been very early in my career. You speak with Tarnatic again. I know he said he had no idea what this treasure was, but any little details he might have gleaned, its size, shape, occasion that I gave to her, might just be enough to jog my memory. Roy's making a buy gift for Mook. Tarnatic wants to hand help however he can, but Mook is very tight-lipped. Hardly ever lip-slips self-thoughts. Tarnatic has already told Uplander everything he thinks he knows about her treasure. Why not ask Mook straight-face? Tarnatic can give Uplander a perfect ask chance. Recent-wise, Mook asked Tarnatic to bring her some craft goods for a sneaky secret craft task. Oh god. She's making a good buy present. Managed to obtain the toolbox she ordered, but the second craft good eluded him. Tarnatic is shamefaced for his failure. Wants to make for hope smashing, so he sends a strong-arm adventurer who can see where he failed. Go. Take the toolbox to Movamook until Tarnatek sends you to hand help with the craft task. Oh, so that's what's gonna. That's how this. That's how this tale's gonna end. They both exchange gifts. No, Tarnatek told me to give you this. Told you about my super secret craft task then? Heart swear Movamook, you didn't lip slip this to any Moby else. Many thanks, Crick. If it will not be hinder medley to your help task for Anfroy, I'd be happy feels to accept your offer. Movamook is trying her hand at crafty making. She wants to crafty make a special buy gift for Anfroy. Yep. A little bit of present will be something very deep feely to Movamook, a memory of many 10 years ago where she and he had just thumbprinted the pot pact. Movamook founded for Anfroy a big glitter sparkly ruby, perfect middle bit for a piece of pricey dangly jangle. Anfroy's squeezy pincers slipped and left a bad scratch on the jewel. So shamefaced about it. Terry begged Movamook to take it and never let any Moby else eye catch his poxy work. Mook has close kept it to her heart ever since. Ah. Must value it very much. Aren't I tell you about this too? My most high valued treasure? Yes, it is the ruby. The symbol of our pot pact, of our journey together. As that journey comes to a long stop, it'll make a perfect buy gift. That it would. Tarnatek's tongue flaps tell Movamook needs certain other craft goods to make this buy gift. Should hard thank you for Crick's help as long as he is sure to hush keep it from Anfroy. Wants me to check in on Anfroy to make sure he's busy doing his stuff. Of course, I did give her that ruby, didn't I? The shock of ruining something so precious that it made me forget all about it. Now that I think about it, it was right around the size of that ratty old leather pouch she's always carrying. Never even thought to ask what was inside. She must think me the most curious lout in all of Tyrol. Honestly, keeps her out of my hair until I'm finished, yeah. Focus more on helping Movamook than we do, Bella. Back to many fires. Strong hide string. Good hide. Alright, so we gotta beat up a Tegu. Here's your Tegu skin. Oh yes, this is good hide. Very good hide. Movamo can make good hide string from this. Very rare for craft hands to end their pot packs due to long years, you know. Every year we bid bywords to a few craft hands, those who want a scene change, or who no longer need mobby help, or who suffer from home sadness. On Aphroy, though, he withstuck us to the end, hardly ever lip-slipping a moan word. Most long honor to be his help hand. Enough soppy talk. Let us backwalk to Irvinshire and see this buy gift crafted before Aphroy mind catches we are gone. Aphroy's disappeared. Trouble times, the crafty making out. I'll have to wait. Aphroy is nowhere to be eye-catched. He vanished from the village. Nice, we get a necklace out of this one. This might be the last one, I think. Usually the last one gives out an item. Last times Aphroy only ever sneaky skipped when he was heavy burdened with craft work and needed a snooze rest. Why would he sneaky skip now? Just need some space to think. Aphroy sneaky skipped to pastime hidey place, then Movamuk think he knows how to find him. Once Aphroy played a crafty trick on every mobby. He carved little arrows around Irvinshire that showed the Potsworn how to sneaky slip away to his secret hidey place without help hands ever eye-catching him. Aphroy a sneaky slip to the same hidey place, you just have to eye-catch the arrows. Search for tiny-sized arrows around Irvinshire and find Aphroy. Oh, that's not a good sign. Old trust of fate to be murdered by monsters just a few days before my retirement. But this path to avoid being spotted by the moblins only gets spotted by something far, far worse. It's a roundabout route to the Cracked Cistern, a community of artisans, mostly those who used to work in Earthenshire before they entered their contracts. Perfect place to make movements present without her finding out. Come with me and I'll thank you properly once we're safe behind its gates. If there was still a little more time left in that fate, we could do it. Safe and sound thanks to you. Before we start work, let me introduce you to a good friend of mine, Crickmeat Rostand, the finest artisan in all of Tyrol. Don't listen to a word he says. If I ever had any real talent, it withered long ago. That's the reason you find me here rather than Earthenshire. Crafting is best left to the true masters of the art, I say. That's why I'm letting Anfroy here use my workshop to make his gift for Mulamuk. I don't know if it's a good idea anymore, though. I was hoping she'd never find out that I left the village, but now that she has, she's going to be furious. Mulamuk's done so much for me over the years, but all I ever given her is headaches. Is enough to make up for all that? You'll love it. I'm not sure I listen to a word you say either. Well, even if she's angry with me, it wouldn't be the first time. All our years working together, that's in our way. She nags at me, I fob her off with my work. Fitting that it should end the same. Done with the present soon enough, would you mind heading back to Earthenshire before me? Let Mulamuk that I'm safe and well. Wait live to hear that Anfroy is dangerous and healthy-wise. Look, it's still puzzle brain as to why it would far walk to the Cracked Cistern, though. No time for puzzle thinking. She needs to finish crafty making her buy gift. How many times must we trade lip flaps on this, Anfroy? You must not leave the pot wall alone. Wild place is danger place. I know, and I'm sorry. I can see that I've made you angry, but this will be the last time, so can we keep the lecture short? Plenty well. Just fact share me. Why did you sneaky walk away to the Cracked Cistern? Yeah. Make this. It's a present. A treasure box. I heard you took a liking to that ruby I once gave you. Didn't seem right to keep something you supposedly treasure so much in a tatty old pouch, so... This is for Movamuk? Anfroy hides his deep feels with grumbly words, so Movamuk will reply with grumbly words too. Must have repaired it. Movamuk knows that Anfroy is a fault-minded preemie dresser, so she made her treasure into a glitter dangle for him to hang around his neck. Oh, she's given back the ruby. You made your treasure into a necklace? And you're giving it to me? I can't accept this. If I did, you'd have nothing to put in the treasure box. All my work will have been for naught. Anfroy must accept it. Movamuk made it special-wise, so that even after his pot pact ends and he leave takes Earthenshire, he'll remember our long times together. This is all your fault, you know. If you only told me what you wanted, you wouldn't have had to guess. And if you told me you were making me this necklace, I wouldn't have made you the box. Well, Mug's fault. Only an adult brain would even think of ruining a surprise buy gift. You're saying I ruined it? If you ask me, we both ruined it, bickering like this until the very end. We're both of us irredeemable adult brains. You need to get a room. Oh, we do have a knack for handicrafts. This necklace of yours is a little rustic, perhaps, but anyone can see it was made with care. For the box, take it. Perhaps your next pot sworn will earn you enough to buy a better treasure. Ha! More grumbly words. Movamuk has many smileful memories exchanging them with Anfroy. This is the most smileful of all. Only damp eyes that it may be our last. Apologies for making you witness that sorry spectacle. Thank you, Crick, for helping with Movamuk's gift and mine too, apparently. It wasn't quite the perfect farewell scene I had in mind, but it was perfect for us. Pot pact is at an end, and so we must go strange ways. Anfroy to a new life, Movamuk to a new craft hand. So long as we help hands fast keep the trust and respect we hold for our pot sworn in our hearts and hand pass those same friendly feels to the next generation, the pot pact shall live on. Indeed. Suppose I should start packing. My pot pack may be at an end. My career as an independent artisan is just beginning. Expect more gifts where that treasure box came from. Oh, and now this one ties into the previous one that we did, where we'll get an orchestrion roll for our effort. Now she must hand help others. Sad feels her next craft hand has not been decided yet, so she must hand help in other ways. Firstwise by caretaking ask tasks. Movamuk receives send word from many fires that there's an ask taker there who wishes to ask of us. A fighty hand of the Landsguard by the name of Nahanch, who we helped out previously. Is a friendly face of yours, correct? Then you must come with Movamuk to exchange greedy words. Yeah, when we were doing the Aetherite quest here. Now those two now come together. From Old Daw originally. Oh, nice. Did kind of look all old dollish. Dalian. There, now we have a new necklace. Update my portrait too. Yes, I have to update my portrait. All right, back to the many fires. Hopefully this one won't take too long. We want to kind of touch some more on the main story quest before I do end the stream. Frick, oh, am I glad to see you. You've got to help me. Last met Landsguard sent me the length and breadth of Tyrol, seeking out 100 different materials that go into making our uniforms. Finally, I thought I was done with it all. But then our armorer got injured. The only man in Tuliol with the skill to weave all these different materials get together. I spoke with some of my senior officers and recalled that the uniforms had originally been ordered from an Irvinshire artisan. Sent me out to find this man and asked if he restored them to the original design, but nothing in this life can ever go to plan. Ulamuk has ear-caught tales of this armor crafter. Sad feels he is not an Irvinshire craft hand anymore. He lives in the Crack Cistern. Very difficult deal maker. May need Crick's hand help to deal make. Let us fast foot there, and Ulamuk will face swap you both with him. Yeah, we still got one more, and it's probably tied to a quest. We could have that aether current, that one aether current, then we can fly in this area. Nice. I did all that and managed to get the gold. Oh. Another one spawns after this, doesn't it? Yep. Big piggy. Nice. Crafty who think he built the Landsguard's uniforms is a man named Roston. Roston is an armor maker from across the wet plain. Such crafty skill that the Dawn Servant gave him the Ask task self-wise. Some years ago, he said that his crafty skill had started to off-drop, so he ended his pot pact and moved out here. Urguk asks, Rostan will say no, but maybe Friendly Face Envoy and Worldly Wise Crick can mind change him. That's your game bringing me here, right? It can't hurt to try. He must be ancient now. Tell me what you're after. I'm sorry to have to disappoint, but these old hands of mine don't work like they used to. A lifetime of work in metal takes its toll. Tired and too frail to be journeying all the way to Tuliolol. Doubt I'd even make it there in one piece. It's a long journey and a hard one. Could ask the Landsguard to haul all the materials here instead, but that would make it easier for them. They'd have to organize boats and unities and porters, and would likely take more than a single trip. Any idea how we could ease the burden on both sides? Say some way we could meet in the middle? But asking the Hanu for help. Could work. Okanu's not far and it has a boat landing. No need for Roston to risk the rapids, nor for the Landsguard to haul all those heavy crates to the top of the falls and beyond. If we can convince the Hanu to let us set up workshop there, it could be the answer, but can we? Leave that to me. Friend here seems confident enough. Well, if the Hanu and the Landsguard are both willing to make that concession, it'd be churlish of me to refuse it. I can't promise you my best work, but I'll give you what I can. Already my tools. If you could let your friends by the gates know that they can start making their own preparations, I'd appreciate it. Perfect compromise. I doubt my colleagues in the Landsguard would balk at the arrangement, but I should probably check before making any promises I can't keep. Meanwhile, I expect Movamuk you will need to set up the workshop. It looks like you'll be talking to Hanu about it as a job for you. Now, the Master Craftsman would seek to establish a workshop here in Okanu. We are surprised as we are gratified. Inform the villagers of our guests coming. Please make yourself comfortable until everyone arrives. Calls you to support his efforts till the end. As the crafting process may take several minutes, you may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Looks like we're all here. Thank you for making the journey, Roston. At all, after everything you've all done to accommodate me. Right, that I return the favor. Landsguard uniforms come in a few different flavors, so I was thinking I'd first make a sample of each. Starting with yours, Nahanch, the Peacekeeper's uniform. Close to what I remember designing back in the day, but it's still really the same. What do you think? Ask me, I don't know. It's perfect. Really think so. Well, if a fighter like you thinks it'll serve, I'll trust your judgment over mine. Pseudo armor can be pretty as a picture, but so long as it doesn't protect its wearer's life, it's little more than a painted funeral shroud. For Rujaja went at my samples, hammers and tongs, with spell and sword to see how the mannequin survived. His first few models, all he left was ash. It hurt my heart to see my creation so thoroughly laid to waste, but I soon learned. Anyway, on to the next pattern. This is for the frontline fighters. The lighter construction allows for more movement. It's different, but is it right? Is any of this right? I don't know about you, but I can see myself fighting in it. My heart to hear you say that. You're right. Each uniform embodies a different aspect of Isahihi, so it's natural each should represent a different face. Isahihi isn't represented in one uniform alone, nor even in them all combined. Only a fool would think he would capture every aspect of the divine. Best you can hope for is to find a way to imitate it through trial and error. With your support, I'm starting to feel as I've done just that. Remember how it felt to happen upon these designs so many years ago. Let's see if I can repeat the trick one more time. That's the last of the lot. I gave it my all, but was it enough? I think the Landsguard will need more than one set of each. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I think that's... You'd be right. This is just a sample, though with precisely the same particulars on the production model. So I'm hoping to get your opinion on it. Well-traveled adventurer and all. I want a set for myself. Uniforms are for the Landsguard, but the crafting method is no great secret. I'm sure they wouldn't begrudge you wearing one in solidarity. First, now that I've won your approval of the designs, we'll have to put them into production. And if you wouldn't mind lending me a hand. Last shipment's on his way downriver to Tuliolol. Finally, our work is done. Very, very well done. Armor crafter is just as sky-skilled as he ever was. To Mook's eyes, leastwise. She is sure the Landsguard will be just as happy feels as she. So am I. It was a pleasure and a privilege to see you work, Roston. There's a place for you in our armor if you're willing to take it. Thank you for giving me this Thank you for giving me this chance. You made me feel like there might still be some use in these old bones. But if it's a job in the capital you're offering me, I'll have to turn you down. My river legs have long since deserted me. Why not simply continue this arrangement? You are welcome to remain here in Okhanu. It is easier to bring crafting materials here than to haul them up the great stairs, no? Or perhaps Bekbe might be a more desirable location for a workshop. There you would be among your own kind, not surrounded by Hanu and our unfamiliar ways. Whatever you wish, we shall see it granted. Well, on that offer, if I were you, Roston, you never did lose your eye or your arm, only your confidence in them. It's time to start taking on commissions again, even if you do have to travel a few moms downriver to do it. Mook is say-minded. If Roston needs any crafty goods, whether upfalls or downfalls, he need only ask the help hands. Alright, Reno, thanks for watching, and you have a good night. Well, if you all insist. Excellent. As soon as I get back to Tuliola, I'll let our armorers know that they have a friend in Kwazama Uka. So they'll only be too glad to share this burden. Shall we? As shall we, It shall mark the beginning of a new era of cooperation between Moblin and Hanu. Oh, Mook, future gazes too. Many thanks to Roston for bringing us all together. And that completes that whole round of quests. That's what that song is about. Pastoral pleasures. All right. We still got a couple minutes left. Press on with the MSQ for a little while until I actually have to call it. Let's repair. We should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, the village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. Your Quapacha Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Irvinshire from the west, there'll be a road which leads up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Okay, onward. Trail's going to be steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Third promise. I caught you. Red Rock asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take long if you would please follow me. This is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. Wait for Wolf Lamont. Well, just keep waiting for now, I suppose. Of course, the waiting bar fills up a little slower this time. It's funny. Oh, this one's quick. Getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? How? There's only the one road. Underestimate Wilcomot's sense of direction or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link pearl. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? Uh-oh. Responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. Red Rock who had business with her, yes? Oh, I'm not walking all the way back there. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Back again so soon? I'm looking for work, Lamont. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Walk did not. Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here. Oh shit. Who was that man who came for her? Oh, I thought you left already. Where's Lamati? Is she not with you? Don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? Thou should worry for thy sister is understandable, yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are best spent on locating her. I'll help you search. This is not how I'd wish a fellow claimant to lose the contest, my sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. I should work together at least, the better to facilitate communication between our groups. Sure. The rest of us will split up. Report in should you find anything. We'll be on our way as well. Right, keep in touch. Come, we should begin our search. There's our new set of gloves. Let's see how long this stretch takes us. Hey, this gives us a new hat. We were returning to Irvinshire from the west and she should have passed through here, except Red Rock swears she didn't see her. In case it's entirely possible Lama T never made it back to the village at all. What to be certain is to ask the sentry stationed at the opposite entrance. Good promise. Mobby has been standing at his post with diligent eye watchings. He has seen no claimants pass this way. What of Tonawawata? Tonawalta. Brightly colored hair. Mobby knows something of this one. He hears tongue flaps about a Pelu peddler in many fires who was attacked by a crazy hair bandit on the road. Bandit, you say? Thank you, you've been most helpful. Was clearly not here. But I wish it were otherwise. We must consider the possibility that the Tonawatan messenger and the brigand described by the sentry are one and the same, and that Lamati is in very real danger. But many fires. Many fires. I can help you. I'm told you were the victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? Goodness, I thought I recognized you. I'll tell you everything I remember, second promise. It's that scoundrel, Wakessa, who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker? There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have stories of that notorious bandit leader and his predations. Wakessa and his gang will stoop to any low for the sake of a few pel. No fresh quarry coming up the broken spares, they had to become more creative. No wonder he went after Lamati. He likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. I expect he'll soon make his demands, but I don't intend to wait. Find this villain first and deliver his deserved payment in person. I'll pay you to a small deception. I'll assume the role of a well-to-do merchant to lure Wakessa out of hiding. Then when he comes sniffing about, we'll catch the rat by the tail. Yeah. Excellent plan, and I have just the right garments for your disguise, at a specially discounted price, of course. Brush with bandits hasn't dampened your mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I accept your generous deal. Now we lay the bait. I'll precede you into many fires to make my presence known. Follow on behind, boasting to those along the way how much you paid me a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone of some sort. Wakessa is as coin-hungry as they say, then a recently enriched peddler should be an irresistible mark. Let him strike, and then we spring our trap. I don't know how happy your imaginary deal has made you. Our gemstone from the Hestero merchant, you say? I envy the profit he must have made for such a sale. Since stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. Let's continue. Told you a sparkle stone for your collection? Well, that explains your giant joy smiles. Mobby is happy for your happiness. Mobby is also jealous of the merchant and all the jingly shine he must have made. One last act to drive it home, it says. That cheerful Pelu? On the tail of your precious gemstone. Passing peddler has the very same gemstone you saw for your collection? That is a stroke of luck. The merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? I'm inspired to go and earn some more Pel of my own. Who knows? Maybe the opportunity to find me even as it found you. Peekaboo. Ah, my most valued customer. The profit from the single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Traveling with such a fat person who sells swords is tempting fate, so I shall make Irfinshire my last stop and then return forthwith to Tulliola. Perfect. Did you see? The rat has come for a nibble. Indeed. Let's go give him a big cheese. Our perfection trick, a man of many talents, just as Fankford and Urianger described. Now let us lure Walkessa out and spring our trap. Time for new hat. Oh yeah. Oh, I recognize that hat. That's this is just a reskin of the Trojan set. It's not that though. But that's not bound to anything. Yeah. The only difference is that this one is dyeable but has a different color than the Trojan one. I prefer being a dwarf, though. I want to see this stretch through. We got some time. All right. Hair business has been good to you, Mr. Merchant. How about you share some of the profits? By some, I mean every coin you have. What's up, bitch? I'll paint your picture. Hear that gemstone color? Oh, I see what this is. We've been tricked. Spit in your eye. And kill these Vidral. Vermin. We'll have to interrogate his underlings instead. Be so kind, Crick. Too strong. Hoping to talk with your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Hey, that's the second promise. What do you want with us? I'm scared of a fancy title. I'll take your royal ears as a trophy as soon as I get free of these ropes. You know your gang is behind my sister's abduction. Tell me where she is. Pack of shit, salt lover. You'll get no answers from us. That's right, we don't serve you. Don't play games with me. Where is Wooklamat? He knows how to spit. Oh. Fast losing patience. Talk now or die. The choice is yours. We're hired to nab the third promise, that's all. We don't know where they took her. Hired? By whom? Weren't told that either. Only Wakesa knows. He's the one who took the job. Diddler leader after all. I've arranged for the Landsguard to take custody of these criminals. I'll call on Frankfurt and his tracking skills. Perhaps you could pursue Wakesa in the meantime? Bandit was running in an easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force a confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamati is being held. Yes. There we go. Thanks to my diminutive size, you can hardly notice me. Your quarry begins displaying the effect shown in the picture. You'll be discovered when he turns around. Ah, so now they've marked these NPCs. Can't step into that big circle, and I gotta watch for something around him that will note that he will actually turn around. Turn around a lot, that's for sure. Heading to this area, Deceiver's Mantle. I'm in front of the hideout. And Hobie go. Nice. Duty complete. Finally, my money. Give it to me now. The Landsguard may be hunting us already. Calm yourself. Had our own troubles finding a suitable hideaway. Right. We're finished. Take your prize and leave me out of the rest. Hostility. You were hurting for coin, and I offered you gainful employment out of the kindness of my heart. Kindness? You brought a blackened tempest upon us. One look, and I could tell that man was a killer, a butcher, a salted devil in the flesh. Oh, spare me your feel for bleating. Go on, scamper away now before the scary mercenary comes to claim your head. Mona told me the news. You found the abductor then? What's the situation? Think the bandits were hired by this hobby go? Alright, new strategy. Walk Kessa and stay on the Moljaw's tail. Don't want to endanger the third promise. Keep your distance till we're certain they have her. Catch up to you as soon as I'm able. Now we gotta follow another guy. This guy's slow. Now he finally turns around. Hurry if I don't want a beating. Ah, now he's picking up the pace. Duty complete. Bruh. Oh, there goes our ship.
Better late than never. That Marmulja. He's the one who kidnapped Wook Lamart. So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors.
Just went and sabotaged our boat, so there's that.
That will complicate matters.
Confound it!
If I set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
Do it!
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
Indeed.
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
Right.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakul Jaja.
Ah, so Cool Jaja has something to do with it.
Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so we could steal her keystones. But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived. Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
Need to calm down, bruh.
How can I be calm when... Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back.
No, it won't.
I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic. But isn't that how families should be?
Yeah, kinda.
These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons. During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind.
Oh.
A child. All alone. Without a single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliyolal's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always
be there for her.
As a brother should.
So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her. While we await word from Tancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
Maybe. Doesn't work anymore.
Why release the Stepanity if not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
Yeah, sure.
Understood. We'll meet you at many fires.
I'm probably gonna have to wrap it up with this one. I wasn't expecting this to go this long. Quest, not the stream. Yeah, this is gonna have to be a good spot to delay it for now. I'm not gonna quit out of it, but I am gonna switch over to the end scene. That'll be the end of the stream for tonight. Next stream is probably going to be on, I don't know. Maybe if I'm not feeling too tired after work on like Friday or Saturday, I might do some little streams then, but we'll see. I'll announce it on the Discord if it happens. If not, then it'll be on Sunday, where I will probably continue on with Final Fantasy XIV. Especially with where we are in the MS in the main story quest. Do stick around though, because I would like to send you guys out on a raid, if all possible. Raid. A lot of people on my end that I can raid Cider Spider, but I think he's a little too far into the main story quest than I am. A lot of people on my end to raid. You know what? Maybe we won't do a raid now that I think about it. Yeah, 'cause I don't have anyone watching me, so yeah. I don't see anyone on my end that I would actually like to send a raid to, so yeah, I think I'll just now screw it, I'll just raid Cider Spider. That way we can keep the whole Final Fantasy XIV thing going on. Send a raid to this guy. Feel free to join in on that raid. I'm sure he'd appreciate it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Again, next stream will be might do a little one on Friday or Saturday, depending on how I'm feeling after work. And if not, then next stream will be on Sunday, where I'll probably continue on in more Final Fantasy XIV. So with that said, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good night. Hope to see you all later this week. And please enjoy Cider Spider.